Okay, we got some cool stuff in here. I pimped out my personal camera and it gave me some crazy results. Put a better camera at the 2,500 yard target and added one behind the mile to get the 1950s. There's one on the right and one on the left.
2,500.
And so right now, zooming in on the 2,500, show you how crappy my camera was. A little Van Gogh action. And then got a picture of the new camera sitting there. It's a long way away, 1.4 miles. There's the little camera on the right. There's my tracks where I almost got stuck last weekend. There's the solar panel and battery and all that good stuff. Here's the camera in action. Getting it lined up. It moves around pretty good. It took me a little bit to figure out that, as you can see when I filmed some shooting, that got to keep it zoomed in pretty tight. Otherwise, you go back to check the target. It's kind of hard to tell. The digital zoom just pixelates, just like the other one did. But you can tell this one's tight. It's got 15 times zoom. Get it adjusted. And that target's also hard to see because it doesn't take long before it gets in the shadows. All the way down there. Nothing like tromping through that crap. Eddie would have killed me if I got my truck stuck. So zoom that thing in, get it lined up, and there's the first spectator, bottom left. Actually was trying to get to the point of the video with the shooting and saw 4 different spectators cruise by in some turkey looking thing. And so there's the view from like my scope or my camera. And here's the first shot after I got it working right. Here it comes. Boom! Hit on the bottom. I bumped my windage, I guess, the night before. I felt it too. It's like, why is that cap loose? And I wasted about 15 rounds before I checked it. And sure enough, my windage was off. Once I adjusted that, started going pretty good. There was some splash to the right. And here we go again. Another hit. Hell yeah! 2,500. That target is tiny and impossible to see. And I swear it disappears when you get the mirage, because all you can see is like the top 3/4 of it anyway. You get mirage later in the day and it vanishes. So here I checked the video and realized I need to optically zoom that thing in more. There's some splash to the right. It's not a hit, but damn it, good enough at that distance on that tiny thing. There's another splash. And another one, perhaps. Poof! Barely see that from there, let alone from way back.
1950.
So now, see the new target you can catch with the camera behind the mile. That's around 1,950 yards. That's the one on the right. And there it is again. Long way. There's the one on the left. Right there it is. And to your right, the big mound with the little double target. Right there is the mile with the camera behind it. It moves between the two. You adjust them. So here I am taking some shots on that thing. That's the view from the actual camera there. First shot miss. Second shot. Here it goes. Come on. Eventually. Come on. Boom. Dead center. I tried to speed these up because it's about a minute and a half between shots, so you can actually see me moving it over on the bottom there. thing's still swinging. Next shot, boom! Hit it on the right. See the dust from the bullet blown part to the right. Now this next one, you can watch the splash. Just kind of poops up. Maybe goes a little to the left. Dissipates. And a minute and a half later, missed to the right. And it poofs off to the right. I tried to get this thing with my 338 yesterday, and I hit that mound about 20 times before I said, screw this, I'm going home. So this I'm trying to get trace on here. And you can see it. 1.1 miles, 1,940, 50 yards. Poof. Now this is what, here we go, that's the first one. It gets crazy. I think I rewound this. Let's see. Yep. So you can try and catch that trace. Starts on the way left. My camera's actually just sitting like 4 feet to the right of me. You see that bullet go through the trees, that big trace coming down, and then kind of hard to see. You lose it. Boom. And then this would be the second shot. Did it regular, no cursor. See that thing cruising through. Slow-mo coming down. Boof! Behind the target. And then I got the third and fourth ones together, and this is where it gets crazy. I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm like, what the hell? If you ever watch it on a cell phone, you probably can't see it, but watch this second one. I'm like, what the hell? You can see the freaking bullet. I mean, it's not like it's a football or a UFO or a jet going faster than the speed of sound or fucking hot dog or something normal. It's like the size of a pinky going a mile away. And you can see it. Somebody's pinky. Check this out. I slowed it down, and I did this a couple different ways so you could see it. Then I zoomed in close in case you can't see it at all. It's real tiny on my screen right now, so it's hard to see. But check it out. Little pinky. Pinky in the sky. Flying along. Check it out. There it goes. Another spot. It's just insane. How the hell does my camera pick that up? It's not supposed to pick that up. That's 100 feet in the air, like going a mile away. You can't see that. It's crazy. It's somebody's pinky. It's not somebody's pinky, but you know, it's the size of a pinky. Tiny. Boom. Let's see, play it again. Hopefully you can see this, because it's just insane. The next part where I zoomed in, it's a little easier to see. See that, or I traced over it. I don't know. I messed with it like 4 times because I'm like, this is just insane. Here it goes. But yeah, this fourth one, for some reason, you can see it better. You can see it on the fourth shot too, but I mean the third shot too. Excuse me. But it's just nuts. So the stabilizer gyros I rigged up on my tripod with like a pivot foam mount and everything. Seems to have done the trick. That's what the whining noise is you hear in the background, if you could hear it, or me talking all loud. So there I got it all zoomed in now. I think this is where I drew some lines maybe. Yeah. Look at it. That's just nuts. You can see that whole arc. There it is. On its way back down. So that, I mean, that's more than half a mile away right there. Somebody's pinky. Can't draw very well either with a mouse, but that was the third one. Here's the fourth shot. You can see it even better. There it goes. Come on. I tried to trim this so I wouldn't have to talk so much. Come on, there we go. Boom. See it taking off. There's good right there. And down. Eventually. There it is. Little UFO pinky. Now it looks like Trace instead of a pinky. Down through the trees. And away it goes. Pure awesome. Now the 2300 once again. And what's cool is with these gyros on here. Why is it going to that one? Oh, that was just to show you how far away that was. Pinky launching. Anyway, now the 2300. So with my regular camera on the tripod, you can actually see the hits on the video playback. I mean, you can't see hits hardly at 300 yards. And this thing's going 1.3 miles. Nice whiny background noise, but man, 1.3 miles, you can see the hits. And the very last part of it, I zoomed it in so you could see it on maybe a phone. Anyway, so I was going for a tight group here. First shot, that was good. You can barely see the flasher going. Next shot, actually the first shot, I think I hit the top. I thought I got 5 on there because I saw the flasher 5 times from through my scope. Better angle. And nope. There's only 4 on there. And there's 5 on the video too, but I didn't feel like putting that on there. Anyway, so there's a second shot. Pretty tight. The third shot comes in here. Even better. Come on. See, I'm just fast forwarding it like a minute between shots for me to reload and make sure I'm pointed the right direction. Check that out. Looking good. And then the fourth one's kind of low, so kind of ruined my tight group. But, you know, that's still pretty tight. Pretty damn good. 2,300 yards. You can see it's not too windy, but whatever. It's good no matter what. Now, let's see where we at. This is from the camera. You can see that thing hit top right. You kind of see the flasher go. You have a big enough screen. Then on to the next shot. Boom. See that hit towards the middle here in a second. But it's just amazing. And it's hard to see if you don't have have a bigger screen. But the pixel shifting kind of makes them come and go, so to get a solid look, kind of tough from just a picture of it. That's why I did a video of it zoomed in. But it's quite obvious there's 4 hits on there, and when you have this thing full screen, you can see every one hit right after it hits. See that little flasher going off. I don't know how this gyro action I rigged up works so good. You can see bullets in the air, and I actually could see the first trace on the first one on this a minute ago, but because you can only see it if you've watched this 50 times like I have trying to edit it. But anyway, they all hit on there. You can see them all from freaking 1.3 miles away, or 1.4 miles away. 1.3, whatever. 2,300 yards. See, there they are. Here, all 4. That's it. Hope you liked it. Thanks. That's not a Mach 1 flying hot dog. That's my